All right, what's up, my Tascam 2488 Neo Hippies? This is Paige, and I'm here with a new video. This one's gonna be on. I know, but the MacBook Pro is the bomb. Let's get into it.
It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige.
All right, what's up, family? This is Paige, and your man has been converted. I am now a confirmed Apple user. I have an iPhone, and now I have a MacBook Pro. Now, last year, right around this time, I purchased a MacBook Air, 8 gig, 256, because I didn't really want to spend too much money, and I just wanted to see if it was going to work for the applications that I have come to need to use for clients when I'm doing Zoom calls and, of course, trying to sell music. It did work. It worked well. But after I started investigating the machine, I flipped it over, looked at the chassis, and noticed that this was somebody else's MacBook Air. It was sketchy that I got sent something that was used and I was paying for a brand new one. So I sent it back, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. I didn't buy it from Apple. I bought it from another company. I'm not going to name the company. So I decided I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just keep on with my PCs. I have one that I built, and I also have this one that I use to just kind of occupy my time. Now, I let a year go by, and like 7 weeks ago, my wife comes in the room and she's like, P, I got this for you. And I was like, what? I grabbed this thing. I ran up the street, down the block, screaming and yelling, and all around the park and everything, just running with it. Then I came home and I plugged it up, started, took it out the box and started using it, and realized everything just worked. I'm not a software person, so changing from using my Reaper, which Reaper does work on here, but it wasn't working for my streaming stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and try Logic. Logic works. Everything about Logic works, so I'm good with that. I'm still a hardware person. I still create my music away from the computer. I just load everything into the computer after I finish. So I'll be kind of mixing down in the computer to save time, because there's no latency. I don't stress computers out, but this one, for what I'm doing, it doesn't have any latency. I don't end up being an IT guy when I'm using the computer now. I can still be an artist. I can still go in there and record stuff if I want to. I can upload stuff and mix it down and be finished fast, because the reason why I got the hardware and I was using the Tascam so much is because I needed to finish fast. I needed the idea to go from my head to the software and mix down and master and move on. I'm not one of those guys who fiddle faddle, tweak on knobs. I gotta write songs, and I gotta get them finished, and I gotta get them out to people so that I can get paid. So I don't stress, once again, I don't stress this computer out, but I have tried some stress tests, and this thing doesn't budge. This thing works well. If I was advising anyone, I would say it's a little bit of a pricey thing, especially if you're just a hobbyist and you're not kind of doing this to make money. But I would get one of these. I would get 16 gigs like my wife got me. Also, she got the 256 storage, which I would tell you go ahead and go for 512. Just in case you're not like me, I put everything on hard drives. I don't have no more than the running part of the programs on the computer. Everything else is on hard drives. And different things that come with programs like keyboard sounds and whatnot, I use mostly outboard synthesizer stuff, And if I do have anything, I have all of my Arteria stuff on here. But if I do use anything else, it's not much, because I live in the hardware world. I have now started using this more because I can get things done quickly. It's sort of like using my Akai MPC Live to track out everything and then dump it onto my Tascam, because that's what I normally would do. I track out on the MPC, then dump on my Tascam, mix down, master, and upload, and send it off to clients. But since I've been using this MacBook, I can really stretch out some songs. I can really go a little bit further than I would normally go. And even in software, because the reason why I got away from software is because I was becoming an IT guy and I was becoming less of a artist. Now that I got this, I feel bad. I feel like I should smack myself in the face, because maybe in 2010 I should have just bought a Mac, whatever was out at the time, and kept the party rolling. And maybe, this expensive habit that I developed wouldn't be here. But the thing about it is this. I would go through all the specs and everything, but there's so many videos out there with that stuff, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just tell you, if you are in the market for a computer and you are looking to step your game up, I would go get a MacBook Pro M1 chip. These things are amazing. You're going to work in their ecosystem. You might end up with Logic or using GarageBand. I've never used GarageBand seriously, but I'm going to try it, because since I'm doing this, might as well try it out. But once again, if you're looking, and I'm not even endorsed by Apple at all, but if you're looking to up your game and you really want to get in and get things done quickly, like my OBS works, everything about what I've been trying to do is working. It makes it so that I get up in the morning and I actually want to shoot a video instead of dreading to shoot a video because I don't know if everything's going to work. Now I know everything's going to work. I've been messing with this thing for 6 or 7 weeks at this point, and it has not failed me. No crashes, nothing. It has not failed me. And I used to be the main guy telling you, man, Apple products, whatever. But I should have been on those Apple products 12 years ago. Look, this is your man telling you that I am now a hybrid. And if you are looking to up your game, go ahead and try one out. Even get the 8 gig, because really, I don't see anybody really stressing these things out. Even at the 8 gig, 8 gigs and 256, I don't think you're going to stress this thing out, especially if you're like me. You don't put all those plugins on one track. You typically, in my case, look, I typically per track, if I'm doing software, EQ and compression. Any of my modulation effects, I'm going to put those on a bus and send tracks over there. I'm not stressing the system out. I'm actually trying to get my job done. I'm not a tweaker where I tweak and tweak and tweak. I got the sound that I wanted. I'm in there, I'm out of there. I think I picked that up subconsciously from Prince, where I'm trying to get it done. I'm going to get it done. It's going to be finished. So if you guys are looking for something to up your game, go and pick one of these up. It's amazing. Amazing. You have a good one.
It's Paige.
It's Paige.
It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige. It's Paige.